You personally know that they don't have any money, yet they're still spending like they didn't just ignore that third eviction notice. From a financial perspective, some people are just built different, but not in a good way. They spend their money on dumb things. And no, we're not talking about refrigerators like this program on Fox from several years ago. Is traditional TV okay? How are they still around it at all? Nevertheless, here are 15 things broke people always have money for. Welcome to Alux, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. First up, tattoos. Triggered some of you, didn't we? But you know it's true. Some of the poorest people you know have plenty of tattoos. It's like a law of the universe. I don't have part of my life in order, let me just get a face tattoo real quick. It might have started with a tribal tattoo or a Japanese word, despite not being in a tribe or speaking any Japanese, all the way up to dragons because, hey, dragons are cool and we ended up with a full sleeve. That cool self-designed tattoo you thought was a phenomenal idea in your 20s, you end up wishing you could cover it up in your 30s. Tattoos used to be a sign of rebellion, of doing something different from everyone else. Now that everybody's got them, well, you no longer feel so special. Cigarettes and booze. If there's one thing broke people will conjure up money for no matter what, it's smokes. Truth be told, they'll still make it happen even if cigarettes were $60 a pack. How are you barely getting by but still taking down a six-pack before bed? We once heard someone say that if they had to choose between food and a pack of smokes for the day, they would pick the smokes. It's so habitual and brain-numbing that people default to it. And it's the same with weed, and especially true with more addictive, harder drugs. Acrylic nails, hair extensions, and fake lashes. Anyone can get it. You lack proper education, you lack any real skills, but you'll never miss on your nail or lash appointment because, hey, the Kardashians got rich because of their looks. No, they didn't. They got rich because they had someone with S-tier marketing skills pimping them out to the media. And that's not you. Sure, take care of yourself, absolutely. But at this stage, you can't really afford to throw money at something that's a recurring liability. Lottery tickets and sports betting. How many of your friends talk about sports betting? How many are just waiting for the ticket to come in? They've been playing for years, haven't they? And if you ask every single one of them, they'll tell you they're just above break even. They're not at all like the other losers that bet. Turns out that's what everyone thinks. You can't complain about traffic if you are the traffic, if you know what I mean. It gets even worse. We've seen people miss rent payments to hit the casino. Hit that like button if that sounds familiar. I'm just gonna double it once or twice, then I'm out. I'll pay back the landlord and have some spare change for myself. And what actually happens? Well, that third joker doesn't come in. The stupid ball lands on black when they put it on red, and you might not know this, but they don't sell lottery or scratch tickets in higher-end supermarkets, just in those discount stores. Because the only people dumb enough to buy them are the broke people who, instead of buying just one more piece of food, they get to spend that money on a dream that will never come true. The rich know this, and the poor will never stop dreaming of it. Payment plans for a large TV or a new phone. Look, we're gonna say this once so you remember it. Just because you have the money for a down payment or the first payment, it doesn't mean you can actually afford the item. This is your ego doing its bidding. You'd feel ashamed going out with an older phone model, and this is because of how toxic and flex-focused the culture has become, like Brenda over here. TV is the biggest medium of entertainment, so every broke person will wait for prices to be artificially doubled, then cut back in half for Black Friday, and then trample all over each other just to get the biggest flat screen they could. Pets they can't afford to take care of properly. The old lady with a big soul and 20 cats. The skinny dude with the pit bull they have no chance of containing if Jaws ever decided otherwise. At some point, they don't even take the animals out of the house anymore, so the smell starts to build up. The paradox here is that they love their animals, which is why they would never allow anyone to take them away, even if it was for everyone's well-being. loud exhausts, and car parts. Look, okay, we get it. Need for Speed Underground was a cultural moment. Some people outgrow it, and some people don't. Putting a spoiler on a 1998 car and painting a flame on the side doesn't count as car tuning, nor does it make the car go faster. Also, making the exhaust louder does not make you cooler. You just bring upon all kinds of karma from those newborn babies that parents have carefully put down to sleep that you then wake up with your death cage of a car going by. It certainly can be an extraordinary hobby and a passion project, but save it for when you'll be able to actually enjoy it, really. Use that money to make something of yourself right now instead of sacrificing the future for some Christmas lights that you duct tape to the undercarriage of your car to make it glow. Brand accessories. Versace sunglasses are usually the instant tell that someone's broke and trying to look rich. Actually, Versace anything for that matter. And since Versace is the most reproduced brand on the black market, you'll see them with Versace towels, Versace slippers, and if you've seen our video on 15 things that scream, "I'm pretending to be upper class," well, you already know about those Versace gates. More recently, the brand of choice became Moncler, where everybody and their grandmother had a Moncler puffer. Where did they get it? Hey, don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. They say they have a connection, that they know someone, that these are genuine fallen off a truck, when in reality, most of them are bought out of the trunk of someone's car and they're usually made in Turkey. Holidays on borrowed funds. No matter how broke you are, society tells you that you should never let others know how broke you really are. Protect that appearance, right? So what does a young gentleman do when they want to impress a lovely lady? Well, he borrows his friend's car for the first date. Eats on the tab. The date goes well and the lady agrees to a second one if he levels up. So our young Casanova here takes out a payday loan or borrows money from whoever he can get it from to take the girl to Miami, to Greece, to Dubai, the Maldives, however far that money will stretch. Personal financial collapse just to get laid. These are also the people who post pictures months after, making it look like they're still on holiday even though they're now back washing dishes to pay off that restaurant tab. Scammers and fortune tellers. Broke people never have money for the truth, but they always have money for the person who promises them immediate results. We've seen people use their very last savings as investments in pyramid schemes. They get tricked by evil people into the craziest stories. They invest $500 a week while bringing in two others who also invest $500 each. And when they reach the Platinum Emerald Optimum status, they'll get $25,000 per month or even more for life. Broke people would do anything to stop being broke, apart from the only thing that would actually do it. They'll pretend work much harder than the work it would actually take for them to stop being broke. You might not have picked where you were born, but staying broke is a choice. Here's all you need to know about building wealth so you never fall prey to scammers ever again. You've got one of two problems: a knowledge problem, you don't know what to do, or an action problem, you don't take enough action. You either don't know how to stop being broke, and for that you watch our videos, or you read books that we recommend. You'll find a mentor and you'll listen to them. Or, and you're not gonna like this, but you know it's true, you're on the lazy side. You know what you should be doing, but you're not doing it. You procrastinate. You actually get good at surviving while broke. But that's not the way to live long term. So here's what we're going to do for you. We built the Alux app to be a performance-enhancing app that helps rich people get even richer and live better lives. If you're broke, go to Alux.com/app right now, get the app, and start the free trial. You won't be charged a dime for this. There's something called Foundation Week, or the first Alux experience. It is free, actionable knowledge. Next Sunday, we're dropping a silent update to version 1.6, which grants you access to the entire library of content in-app. Almost 1,000 coaching sessions. Alux.com/app. Do not miss it. But do you think they will? No, probably not, because hey, it's not gonna get them $25,000 a month starting next week. Fancy bottles of perfume. No matter how bad things get, when the night is still young on a Friday, that collar gets popped and you can pull out that bottle of Paco Rabanne Million and bathe yourself in it. Every single broke individual has at least 3 or 4 bottles of premium perfume. It doesn't last as long as the one in the store, but it's close enough as the smell that they're not going to ask any questions. Also, people who buy those toiletry sets just to get the branded gift bag, some ladies fashion those as a clutch to events. Wish or AliExpress junk. You know you're broke and need to keep a hold of every penny you earn, so what do? You go online shopping on a budget. You go to Wish or AliExpress and buy the most unnecessary things ever because they seem like a good idea, but it's not. Everything you buy will end up filling a drawer and holding on to dust. No matter how much you think you do, you don't need a helmet for your chickens, okay? New Jordans. And New Jordans here is basically a stand-in for the latest thing. The money you were saving up for that important thing, that can wait because you need this right now. So you act on impulse. You've just been marketed to, okay? If you're broke, you don't need that new iPhone, no matter how impressed Mother Nature was with their sustainability efforts. #cringe. You already have a phone, you already have shoes, you already have clothes. Actually, you've got everything you need, so keep your money close. Most people blame others for their lack of money, only to give it away willingly when a cool product drops. You don't need the new thing, you don't need more. You're broke, so why are you eating out? Why are you ordering in? Because, Alux, cooking food at home is more expensive than eating out. False, my friend. The restaurant is making money off of you. The delivery driver is making money off of you. The delivery app is making money off of you. The credit card company just taxed you. The bank just taxed you. You're out there keeping the economy alive with your poor financial decisions. The only reason why cooking at home is more expensive than ordering in is because you got accustomed to eating different fresh meals every single day. You're too good to eat food that you cooked yesterday. This choice that you're making, that is why you're broke. It's not cravings, it's your money leaving your wallet to find a better home. Fireworks and trampolines. Isn't it random? It sure is. By some force of nature, broke people are once in a while able to make the weirdest deals, combos or creative outcomes whereby instead of getting paid actual money, someone gives them a horse. And now they've got a horse. You think you could sell it, probably, maybe, but in the meantime, that horse is going to eat a lot on your dime. There's an element to financial randomness mixed in with what can only be described as gambling. That's why broke people use their last bit of money to buy abandoned storage rooms. So much so that there's not 1, but 5 TV shows about it. Now, we hope this video was relatable to all of you, and if it was, know that it might be time to do something about it. Which brings us to the question that we have for you. What things do broke people always have money for? We know we missed a few things and we want you to share some of your experiences in the comments. And as a thank you for watching with us until the end, here's a well-deserved bonus. The secret question that gets you more money. Remember this question for as long as you live and use it wisely. Learn it deeply because every 5th time you use it, you will receive more money. Are you ready for it? Okay, so here it is. The secret question is, what else can I do here for you to earn more money? It basically is saying the following. You're here to work. You're here to work for their benefit. You want to be paid out of the additional value that you create for them. So ask it a couple of times and eventually your boss will find something for you to do that gets you paid more. Then, if you're not lazy, you'll do the thing and you'll collect payment. And it's the same with job shopping. You go to your current competition. You tell them you earn in this range, which is always 10 to 15% higher than what you actually earn. And then you ask them, hey, I'm looking at switching jobs, so what can I do here for you to earn more money than I currently do? And then you listen. Because they will literally give you the game plan on what it takes to make it happen. And you can use this with everything. The main reason why people stay broke is because they choose to. And the main reason why people get rich is because one day they chose to stop being broke. If you're a part of the second group and you've made a personal promise to yourself to never be broke again, write the word never in the comments. Let's see how many of you are still on